Oh yeah, let's go ahead and get that popping. Get that popping over here. Gotta love these random live chats. Gotta love it when it's random like that. When it's late and it's random like that, gotta love it. So when you subscribe to my channel, I make sure you have the notification bell on, because you never know when I'm gonna go live. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of having a notification, just random notifications on, because you never know when I'm gonna go live. That's what's dope about being a YouTuber, is I can just go into my office, fire everything up, and just go for it whenever I feel like it. So that's why you gotta have the notification bell on. And my notification crew is in full effect right now. So we're gonna wait, give a little time for a few more people to get in here. But I can tell you now, our topic, as you can see by the title, is what makes you worth it, right? What makes you worth the price that you're asking for your content. Yes, today's video is sponsored by Coca-Cola. What's going on, Silver Paul? Much love to you. Where everybody coming from? Where's everybody? Man, Elijah, good looking out on the super chat. Good morning from Australia. It's morning time in Australia. That's what's up. I forgot y'all on the other side. Gotta love it. I gotta get down to Australia one day. I gotta get down to Australia. Colorado, Minnesota. I love Minnesota. I'm from Michigan. And the accent, I love the Minnesota accent. It's so different from being like right next door. So it's a lot of don't you know, you know. I love that, man. 7:40 in California. It's late. When you're on the East Coast, it's probably 10:39. It's a little late in the East Coast. Good looking out, Fun Film. On the super chat. Well, let's get into it since we got a room full. Let's get into it since we got a room full. Let's go ahead and check video bitrate, blah blah. Let me get this, because this is gonna be the next episode in our podcast. If you guys haven't subscribed to the podcast, I've launched the podcast. There's going to be a lot of live sessions, but there's also going to be some episodes that aren't live. A lot of interviews and things like that. It's rolling out right now. It's just available on Spotify, but it's coming everywhere. You know, it takes about 7 days to be everywhere. That one art chick, good looking out on the super chat. I've only had one other female super chat. So good looking out on super chat. I'm trying to bring more women in this industry. This is a great industry for women to be in, and I'm trying to get more involved, get more behind the camera. San Antonio, South Carolina, El Paso, from China, good looking out. So right now, only on Spotify. It's coming everywhere soon, but it's called Flash Film Academy's podcast about content and cash. That's what it's called. There you go. Yeah, I see you, Silver Paul. I see you. It's called Flash Film Academy's podcast about content and cash. All right. That's the name of the podcast. It will have these. So in case you missed it, you can listen. All right. So we're going to get started. And let me make sure let me see, project set. Make sure we get this thing popping, because all we really want right now is we want to make sure that we get everything captured. Boom, boom, bang. All right, what's going on, everybody? We got a few. Okay, what's going on, guys? I want to welcome everybody to what I like to call a live cast, right? That's a podcast that's live, that we're recording, that we can answer your questions. And my name is Ty Turner, and if this is your first time on this channel, you already know the deal. This channel is about turning your passion into profit. It's about the business side of content creation. It's about understanding the part of the game that everybody's not really upfront about, and that's what I want to talk about. Before I get started, good looking out, Andre Woods on the super chat. We're gonna get right into that, so give me a second. But I want to make sure that everybody know, what today's topic is about. Today's topic is very simple. What make you worth your asking price, right? When you look at your business and you submit a quote to somebody, regardless of how much man hours you put into it, regardless of how much time or what type of camera you got and your quality, what makes you worth your asking price? It's something that I had to look at in my business to really decide, why should people pay me what I'm asking for? Regardless of the service rendered, what is it about me and what I'm offering in my brand that make me worth it? And that's what I challenge you to look at in your business. Because once you look at that, you'll have a better understanding of what customers view, and you'll have a better understanding of showing value so that you can get $20,000 a job instead of $250 a job. There is a reason why you're getting what you're getting. Or you may meet a lot of clients that lowball you. You ever walked into a store and you're like, man, this store is expensive. Don't touch nothing, kids. Don't touch nothing. Because that store works hard to make you feel like everything in that store is expensive. It makes you feel like when you hear a $500-$600 price range for a belt, you're like, oh, that's it? Whew, okay, I was thinking it was $2,000-$3,000. So how can you build that Rolex feel with your brand, a high-end luxury feel with your brand? Before I go forward, though, I do want to address Andre Wood's super chat, because, you know, I appreciate the support and the love that you guys give me, and I want to make sure I answer that question. Just did a video proposal. Told him my hourly rate, I can't even read today, was kind of hard to be stuck on my price, but I did it. Thanks, Ty. Oh yeah, okay. Listen, I told you, whenever you're in negotiation, right? Whenever you're in negotiation and you say a price, the first person to say something after that loses. Right? The first person, because listen, think about it. Let's just talk about it. Me and you're saying, how much is that? I'm selling a truck. How much is that truck? And we're negotiating, and I say it's $2,000. Right? One or two things are gonna happen. Either I'm gonna give you more reason why you should buy it, which means something may not be right. It's $2,000, but I just put a new transmission in it. We just changed the oil. All of that stuff lessens the value. Like, it just makes it look like you're not confident with the price, right? So you need to spit the price out and say, hey, it's $2,000. Would you like to, you know what I'm saying? Either don't say nothing or go for the close. Hey, it's $2,000. Are you paying with cash or card? And just look at them, right? Because they're going to either say yes, or they're going to give you an objection to overcome, right? That's when you got to listen. That's when you got to put your ears on. And it's just a negotiating tool. Because usually if you say, hey, that truck's $2,000, you know, are you paying with cash? Are we going down to the DMV to switch you over today? What are we doing? And don't say nothing. That's when they're going to give you the first objection. Man, you know, I seen another truck that was just like it, man, and they only wanted $1,500. Well, I can't really speak to that truck. Now is your time to overcome that objection. I can't really speak to the price of that other truck. What I do know is we just put a new transmission in it and just got the oil change, and that alone was $1,500. So that's why that's why we have it priced at $2,000. We feel like that's a good price, right? Here come objection number 2, if there is one. And then you can overcome the objections. Now, if you find yourself overcoming a lot of objections, then you know they're not trying to buy it, or they don't have the money. Because a lot of objections sometimes mean we just ain't got the money. The listing said $2,000. We showed up with 300, or not 300. We showed up with 1,800. So sometimes you got to dig down to it's times where I'm with clients and I'm like, yo, what's the real problem? Well, we just, you budgeted us for, the video was 18,000 and we only got 15,000 in our budget. Okay. Let's work with that. Let's just take off this, and this. And sometimes you gotta give them a chance to throw a objection at you so that you can overcome that objection. That's something that's really important as you negotiate your price, which I told you in the first time or last few videos. I don't negotiate my price. You don't negotiate with Walmart, you're not negotiating with me. This is the price. We can remove something from it. Hey man, maybe we shouldn't do a teleprompter. Maybe we should cut out some of this B-roll, but I'm never reducing my price. I'm never going to give you the same amount of stuff for the same price. I'm only going to switch to removing stuff. That's why I tell you to itemize your bill. Always itemize your bill. Never say video production service is $500. Itemize the bill. How long we're going to be there, what we're doing. Itemize it so that if they backpedal or they can't afford it, there's things that you can remove from the bill. And that's something you want to keep in mind, because you want to make sure that, hey, I can go down to the price point you want, but we're going to remove something. And sometimes you'll get people that's like, I need that. Or sometimes you'll get people to say, hey, can we add more of this? Often a lot of my clients go up. Rarely do they go down. Most go up. Most say, oh, you mean, so we get the teleprompter for the first interview and it's only $200 a day? Hey, can we add the teleprompter the second day? Because I'm sure that guy's going to need it. Now that I can see what the price is and I can add it. And it's not me coming up with a guesstimation of, let me see, yeah, that's going to add $400 to the price. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can look at it and see it. So often clients go up. Hey, hey, right now we got you scheduled for about 30 minutes of B-roll, but if you're telling me you want to get shots of this guy at 9:30, and even though we only got an hour worth of shooting and the second guy don't come in until 4, we're going to charge you for all that in between, all those hours. I mean, maybe if you can move that guy up, or, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if we can schedule for more B-roll or something. There's ways you can work it where if you have it itemized, clients can see it and they can request the changes. So it's something to think about as you move forward. And when we get back to the main topic, good looking out, Jay Allen. Thank you for tackling this subject right on time. Listen, look at your business, right? How do you justify the value? How do you justify what you're charging, right? How do you justify it? If you're looking at quality, if you're looking at saying, well, I shoot in 4K and I got this camera, let's throw out your camera, right? Throw out your camera. What justifies your price, right? Think about it. Like seriously, if I got another filmmaker and I got you, and let's say they were equally as good of a storyteller as you are, right? They can shoot just as good as you. How can I justify your price? Now, it's not to say that your price is wrong. It's to say that maybe you should look at more things to offer value, right? And you can offer value in a lot of ways. You can offer value in appearance. You can offer value in customer service. You can offer value in just the intangibles. You can offer value in just, the way you contact them, your level of customer service, your questionnaire, the fact that you're willing to go sit down with them, go over a few things, the fact that you're willing to do maybe storyboards, to do sample shots. With really big clients, we come and do like photography of areas where we want to get B-roll and be able to place those images on a timeline so the client can get an idea of what we're shooting when we're shooting it. We try to create visuals for the client so they have an understanding of what they're paying for. Those are ways we show value before and after the sale. Before the sale, it's about your appearance. It's about how you look. It's about your branding, your shirts, your logos, your hats. It's about your letterheads. It's about your email address. If you're sending them emails at gmail.com, you're not going to show as much value than somebody who sent the email from at their domain name. It's just little stuff like that shows value. If I sent you an email from a Gmail and I said, hey, you want a free TV, hit me back at freetv@gmail.com, you would be like, I don't know. But if I sent you that same email from at samsung.com, you would be like, let's go. Or at Best Buy, hey, this is at Best Buy. We're located at the Best Buy up the street. You want a free TV, man, come pick it up. You wouldn't even reply to the email. You'd be showing up. But if I did that same thing from a Gmail, it just don't hit as hard. Let's just be real. It's rare that I trust a business that's operating from a Gmail account. I feel like there's a possibility of a scam, and that is something you want to remove whenever you do business. Be persistent. Yeah, just like Mike Tyson say, be persistent. So find ways within your business to show value, to live up to the price that you ask, and then you'll be able to do more. How do you make a Gmail show up as the business domain? Whoever you have your domain through, they usually have you have the ability to purchase an email address from them. So I use GoDaddy. I use Office for my email accounts. and you can just purchase it through them. They usually have some type of standard email that's the old-fashioned mail app that, it's IMAP, so it's not as great as a Outlook suite. That one chick, good looking out. I absolutely have no idea how to price services as a beginner. Do you have some sort of pricing guide to start with? Yes. So my philosophy for charging people is a little different than the average guy, right? The average guy will tell you charge for your project and add on a kit. I don't do all of that. I'm bringing the best possible camera I can bring to every shoot. So I'm not going to charge you for a kit. I have what's called a base price plus an hourly. So let me break it down to you as to how I do it, right? Let's say, and this is something you got to think about because it's not going to be the same. I got people in Australia, I got people in China, I got people in Minnesota. Your pricing is going to be different. As to how you apply that pricing, it can be universal. So this is what you got to think of. For a one-man shoot, if you're doing one-man shoots, and you can use this for photography as well, what does it cost you to get out of your bed? What does it cost you to show up? Good looking out, Creative Reflections for the latex. What does it cost you to get out of bed, right? What does it cost me to get all of my gear and appear on location, right? So let's say, hypothetically, that cost is $500. For me to show up with my gear, to get my van out, load it up, and show up there, it's $500. Let's just say that's my cost. Then what is the cost each additional hour? Now, that $500, because it may be something quick. Somebody may say, hey, we got a 1 hour ribbon cutting. Cool. I don't mind getting $500 for the first hour. I'm cool with that. For each additional hour, my hourly rate, let's just hypothetically say, is $100. So my clients know, and that way clients aren't smashed over the head with a big bill, because we may get something that we may think will take 8 hours to shoot, but it only may take 4. And clients would love to be able to say, okay, I don't got to hold you hostage because I paid for 8 hours and we're not using it. Let's get in and get out. It makes my day shorter because I know I can go in and my first hour is $500 and I can spend 3 additional hours at $300. That means filming it for me is $800. That doesn't include editing. Now, there are some a la carte items that you can add to that. Now, that's if you have these things, like if you have a teleprompter, if they want to, it just depends on, is it a change location fee? Or some people say, hey, I'm charging you by the hour. We can drive wherever you want. Your clock is still running. If we shoot here for 10 minutes and it takes us 40 minutes to go somewhere else and we shoot there for another 10 minutes, that's your hour. You may have a change location fee. That's up to you. Fun Film. Do you have some sort of sample template to follow any of your packets for pricing? I do, but they will be in the masterclass. I do. They will be a part of the masterclass. I'm not gonna lie to you. But so that's how I do it. Now, my price for a one-man band, and then I usually list what I choose to do a one-man band on. B-roll, anything with voiceover, nothing with a talking head am I usually doing with a one-man band, right? For that, I require a two-team shoot, a 2-guy shoot, right? 2 guys, it's going to be a different price, right? Maybe $1,000 for the first hour. Then we're talking $250 or $200 an hour after that. I got things that I have listed for a 3-man shoot. The masterclass is coming very soon. I'm just doing the last few touches to it. So, I may have a 3-man shoot. I may say, hey, if you have an event with 2 or more talking heads, it's a 3-man shoot. If you have an event with 4 or more talking heads, it's a 4-man shoot. So that is a way to price it out. What's a good way to track your time doing a job? I literally use like a stopwatch, literally. And sometimes I go over. Sometimes I go over about 20 minutes. And I'll tell clients, don't worry about it. Or sometimes I charge them. Sometimes you got a prorated price. Now, keep in mind also, my price for editing is very similar. What does it cost me to even Take the time to pull your content off a card and edit it or download it or whatever, right? It may be $300 for the first hour or the first minute of editing, right? That includes color grading, sound mixing, everything. And then $100 or $50 for each additional minute. So instantly, you know, if somebody say, I need a 2-minute video edited, I know I'm charging $300 for the first and $100 for the second minute. That's $400. That includes color grading, sound mixing, graphics, lower thirds, maybe a video intro, however you want to do it. So that's how I would do it. That's just a simple way in your head when a client says, hey, we want to shoot a video. It's going to take about an hour. We want it to be 2 minutes. Bam. Instantly, I know an hour is $500. 2 minutes of footage is $300 for the first edit, $100 for the additional edits. That's $900 shoot. I know off the top of my head, that's the price that I'm working with. Now, I can give you a la carte things. I can give you a la carte things to add to it. Masterclass is coming this summer. You see, I looked at what 100 other photographers were charging. Now, I use this pricing structure on things like corporate event photography, right? Corporate event photography is an hourly based thing. What's the price for the first hour? What's the price for each additional hour? There's your price. We include all the editing and everything to provide it. Now, think about it. Depending on what you do, there are ways to show more value, right? I use Shootproof, which I've posted a link. If you click on the link and you go into the client section, I use Shootproof. I like Shootproof because I can create online galleries. And what's dope about online galleries is it's a feature that I can sell with my service. Hey, you book through us, we're going to create an online gallery so you don't have to send pictures to everybody in your business. You can have them link to the online gallery where they can purchase images, they can download their images, they can do whatever they want from our gallery, and you don't have to work hard. That's a selling feature. That's something that shows value. And when you use Shootproof, users can create an application on their iPhone where they can save the pictures on an app that has their picture on it. So it's just, so now as a content creator or as an event photographer, hey, when you book through me, I'm going to give you an application that you can save to your phone and look at all of your pictures. What is the other guy giving you? That helps show value. That one art chick says, when you have clients calling you, do you present yourself as the owner or a representative of your company? I hope the guide for the masterclass provides a breakdown of potential services. Yes, yes, and yes. I never present myself as the owner because people want to negotiate with the owner, right? Just like I said in the last live, I'm going to do it again. I have times where people are like, can we get the price to the, and I'd be like, hold on. Oh, sir, please, sir, boss, please don't, boss, you don't got to talk to me like that, sir. I ain't, sir, boss, I'm sorry, sir. Yeah, he said there's no way. Because I don't want clients trying to negotiate with me. I am the creative director. I am the guy that's handling your account. And sometimes, I'll have other people on the team handle that particular client, and they'll be their creative director. Michael Migos, good looking out, throwing down facts, tax. I like that. That rhymes. Thanks for keeping the info, Ty, keeping it real. Just jokes, we getting money. I like them names, man. And the fact that yours rhymes, Michael, you get double love. You get double love. Is Shootproof better than Pixies? I've never heard of them. I used to use Snub Hub and all of them guys. I like Shootproof better because they just present it better. I'm gonna give you an example, right? Story when I use Shootproof. So back in the days where I was doing event photography, right? I did an event. And actually it was a referral from somebody I did a corporate event for. They was like, hey, my grandma got a surprise party. We know what your rates are. Can you cover this for this executive? Cool, I'll do it. Went and did it. Grandma, they had a surprise party for her. And she was in a nursing home. She was older. She had to be probably 80 or 90, right? I shot this probably 5-6 years ago and sent them the link, Shootproof. They got all the pictures. I can tell when people log in later and re-download stuff. I can check the analytics on the account. So one day I'm sitting here minding my business and my email is blowing up. You gotta sell. Because people can buy prints from Shootproof. They can pay for prints. You make your cut. You don't gotta touch nothing. You just approve it and let it get sent. And later, the lady had passed like 2 years later. And during the event, everybody in the family took pictures with her. Like they literally got in line and took pictures with her in front of the Christmas tree. Everybody in the family. And I just stood there and snapped pictures. And when she passed, somebody rediscovered the link. So everybody in the family was buying images again. And it was an extra $400 or $500 worth of pictures that on an event that I totally forgot about. So Shoot Proof paid for itself for years, or at least a year, just off that one shoot. And those are things that, those are like, it's residual income that you forget about that pop back up. And you're like, oh, snap, cool. Simply by setting it up. So something to think about. All right, let me get to a few questions. Do I actually call anybody or do I pretend I want to call? Yeah, I'll be pretending. It'd be in my ear like, doo-doo-doo, we're sorry. The number, I'll be like, sir, please, sir. Sir, I got a family. Please, sir, I need this job all the time. Ty, do you need a contract to start working for free to build my portfolio? Heck yeah. Yes, definitely. You definitely want a contract to shoot for free. In that contract, you want to state that I am shooting this for free. This is what it would normally cost. I am shooting this for free in exchange for whatever you want. Now, I usually forget information. I usually ask for analytics. I want to know about the industry. I want you to be my guinea pig on new services, whatever. You always want a contract, because what if they take your free footage and they go slap it on TV and make $1 million off of it and they didn't run it by you? So I'm licensing this content to you for free. You don't own it. I'm licensing it. I can't even talk. I'm licensing it to you. You have the right to use it, but the footage is mine. So when you see it on a stock site, don't sue me. You can't sue me because you don't own the footage. You have the right to use it in exchange for whatever you list on getting it. So something to think about. Shoot Proof is fairly inexpensive. I think when you go through my link, you get like 10%. Should you charge for creative consulting? Hell yeah. Yes. Clients will try to get you in there and set you up for the next person. It's like, it's kind of like a relationship. You get, at the end of the relationship, when it's going all bad, your ex-girlfriend want to know what she did wrong so she can apply it to the next person. No, you should have fixed that with me. You know what I'm saying? So you charge for consulting. You definitely charge for consulting. Now, don't let nobody prepare themselves for the next person for free. I don't play that junk. People be like, so what type of cologne you wear? Why? So your new guy can wear it? I don't think so. I'm a big griller. Like, I love to grill. And people be like, what kind of seasoning stuff you use? I ain't telling you. So you can cook it for your new man? No. So, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Whatever. Y'all understand what I'm saying. Y'all get it. Okay. Here in Texas, do you think $500 for a base price for video production is too low, depending on where you are and who your target customer is? If it's businesses, $500 is, man, they lose $500. They spend $500 on window cleaning. So, any tips on what type of clients you should avoid? Clients that go in price first, right? It's just like when you're dating somebody and all they're worried about is sex. They're not here for the whole thing. They're just here for that. They're just like, yo, what size, you know what I'm saying? Like, a client that come to me who asked me about price before they asked me about what I offer is the equivalent to a guy on a first date asking a female, what's her bra size? Hey, how you doing? I'm Tom. What's your bra size? It's the equivalent. It's the same thing. The look on your face should be the same look on any female face that got that question before. Like, what? I was just looking. What's your bra size? That's exactly how I feel when somebody's like, what's the price of a music video? What? So I'm just keeping it real. Is there type of contract for being a guinea pig in the contract pack? Yes. I mean, technically it's a standard contract. If you're doing video, it's the video production contract. When you work with a client for free, you still want them to go through every part of your sales process. Right? Because there may be a part of your sales process that turn people off, and it's good that you know about that with a free client who may say, hey, this is too much paperwork, or hey, you didn't call me back and set up the date, or hey, we didn't talk about price, or what. You want to go through everything. Hey, this is what the price would normally be, but we're shooting for free for you. So we're giving you can use the footage for free, yada, yada, yada. So you want to go through every step of your process. You want to get a testimonial. You want to do follow-up. You want to go through every step of the process. If you're posting it online for a client, post it online. But you want to make sure with the free client, you're not just showing up like, all right, be free. No, work out every kink in your business with this client. So every step of the sales process, not just the video aspect of it. Do more than build your reel with doing free work. Because just the reel ain't enough. It ain't enough for if I'm valuing my video at $10,000, just having footage ain't enough. It ain't enough. So something to think about. Would it be wise to swoop in on a graduation photo niche since kids might not be getting proper graduation this year? Somebody actually asked that. So the question is pretty much, is it wise to jump on the senior picture portrait train now? I don't think so. Not unless you can dump money into developing a website and the brand to appeal to that audience. I'm not doing it. It's not enough for me to steer my ship that direction. I'm gonna stick with what I got. And then you can find ways. Listen, COVID is just changing how we do business. Whatever niche you're in is still going to exist. They're just gonna operate differently, right? And you need to operate differently with them. I'll give you an example. Sears and all these stores are dying right now because they should have been dumping money and pushing the online portion of their business, but they wasn't, because we're in malls and people are going to come in and people want to try stuff on. And no, people want to buy online. If anything, they come in and look at it and then they go back and buy it online. So they should have been doing that, but they didn't, because they didn't want to steer their ship into the online world. JCPenney's website is kind of crappy compared to Amazon, and they thought that we'll just sell stuff off the rack forever, and it don't work like that. So within your niche, steer your boat to go after the changes in the world right now. I want to shoot weddings and also shoot promo videos for businesses to market, etc. Should I have separate websites since they're on opposing sides of the spectrum? Yes, definitely. 1,000%. Not only do you want separate websites, but you may want separate brand names. I can't tell you how many times I've been hired by wedding photographers who say, all we got were these corporate photographers to hit us up. Or I got hired by corporate photographers and they was like, all we got was these wedding photographers. When I did weddings, it was flash film weddings, and then flash film media for everything else, completely different everything. You would look at one and not know I did the other. Andre Woods, good looking out on the super chat, brother. Are you going to add corporate video to the contract pack? Corporate video is in the contract pack. It's under video production. Yeah. Okay, Ty. Do you charge larger corporations slightly more than smaller ones? Nope, I sure don't. My budget, my price is what it is. I'm not trying to get people more because I think they got more. They'll appreciate that. That keeps me competitive in the market. And sometimes companies that can't afford me will either budget for me, or companies that can afford me will hire me multiple times. And I don't want to have to remember, like, what did I charge y'all last time? Let me look it up. I ain't worked with y'all in a year. Oh yeah, I did charge y'all extra $1,000. I don't want to go through that. You get caught in one of them, you lost a client for life. Forget about it. When should you do free stuff versus paid stuff? Okay, great question. I'm gonna get you a super chat fun film. Tie for president after Trump is done. Tax. Good looking out. I don't know, man. I got too much stuff on tape to run for president. But after this president, I kind of feel confident. It's funny because I had that conversation with somebody earlier today. I kind of feel confident. Okay. When to work for free and when not to. Okay. Never work for free on a guy that's like, look, bro, I got you. I'm gonna hook you up. You do this. No, work for free only with companies and clients that benefit you the most, right? If it looks good to see my brand name next to their brand name, if it look good to put their logo on my website to say that I've worked with them, cool. If it is something that's going to allow me to get access to network for more, yes, go try to do video for your Chamber of Commerce, right? I guarantee you your local city Chamber of Commerce got the most boring video ever. I guarantee you some city department got the most boring video ever. They got the most boring pictures ever. I guarantee you. Go do some free stuff for them. Put it places where it can be seen. Work with somebody who have access to put you in front of more people. That is who I work for free, without a heartbeat. I'll run up to them and be like, look, these pictures are pretty trash. Water department. Who's doing y'all pictures, water department? Why don't you let us do your pictures, water department? We'd love to do your pictures. Can we put our logo to say we did it? And yeah, I'll do stuff like that. But it's just something to think about. Let's see. Do you have social media marketing is in the contract pack? Yep. Am I going to add Bordora to the contract pack? Nope, because it's listed under commercial. It's listed under commercial. That one chick looking out on the super chat, I'm with Fun Film, tie for president. And listen, I've done my military time. That whole White House stuff, that whole secret clearance, I don't want no more of that. I don't want no more of living like that. I'm good. So, something to think about. What's up, Ty? Photographer here. My day job, my end goal is film making. Question: should I promote my content on my photography website? Depends if it's within the same niche, right? If it's filmmaking, you're making movies about scary movies, nope. But if you're making, let's say if your photography website is corporate highlight or doing corporate event photography, and your video, your filmmaking is highlight videos, yes, they go together. But you don't want to turn an audience off, right? I got a podcast that's completely different than this particular niche. If I came in here and blasted y'all with it, you're like, what is this crap? We didn't come here for that. So you want to make sure you take advantage of your audience and give them what they want, what they ask for. Michael Migos, which is, hey, Michael, it's a few of y'all I didn't name before, but I'm going to name. Michael is, he's in our Super Chat Hall of Fame. So give him a round of applause. When licensing free video to a client, do you charge them to renew it after 1 year? Or do you have multi-years? Now listen, you can say, hey, I'm going to do a video for you for free. If it worked for you the first year, here's your small licensing fee. That is a great option. It's something you can think about. I personally have not done that because usually when the first video works well, they're hiring me to do another one. Hey man, we did that video. Turned out great. Business shot up like this. We want you to come do another one. Cool. They saw the price on the first one. They're not shocked by what the price is going to be. They saw the price on the first one. I told them that this is the discount matches the price. So they know what it is. And it works. When are the only times you've put your logo on photos? Rarely do I put my logo on photos unless I'm doing something for free. Whenever I deliver images or video to a client, listen to me, because this is going to be a pen in the paper moment. You don't want to learn this the hard way. When you deliver your video or your photo to a client, I want you to put a big ass invoice pending watermark in the middle of your video or your photo if they have not finalized their invoice and paid it. I don't care who they are. You put a big invoice pending. Now you can change the opacity and make sure you can see, but I'll make sure you trust me. It'll keep you from going to court. It'll keep you from getting slow payments. It'll keep you from getting late payments. I put a big old, huge invoice pending text on my images and video. Quick question. The name of the podcast, which is now, it's only on Spotify. It takes about 10 days to get everywhere else. It's called Flash from Academy's podcast about content and cash. If you go on Spotify, then you can find it. So those are things to think about as you're moving forward. How many jobs do you do a week, and is there a limit to what you do? So I'm picky, right? I like doing fewer big jobs than a bunch of small jobs. It add a level, my calendar adds a level of, you ever drive past a club and there's a line waiting and you don't even know what that club is about, but you want to go because you're not easily accessible. And once you start getting in traffic, you can do that. Like you can get to the point where you're picky about your work. So I don't do a lot like I used to, right? I'll just take 1 or 2 big jobs a week. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes times get tough and I got to grind and I'm going to take everything I can take. I'll have 5, 6 jobs a week. There's been times where it's been like that. There's been times where I was grinding. When I was building the company, I was grinding. So it's okay. The great thing about being in business is it's all you can eat if you do it right. It's all you can eat if you do it right. What's going on, fellow veteran? Hey, man, I appreciate your support, man. Without y'all support, this content, I'd be talking to myself. I'd be looking to a camera talking to myself. I like getting on here chopping it up because I like to talk about this stuff all day, every day, obviously, because I'm passionate about it. And your friends be like, all right, I'm going to call you back. They be like, so this is just what I love to do. Michael Miggs said, I'm a Hall of Famer. No, you're in the Hall of Fame. You're in the Super Chat Hall of Fame. I do a lot of apparel product photography. Should I separate these to separate websites from my normal event, family, wedding? And yes, that's way too much. As you got to look at it like this. Your clients will never be able to separate your ability to take apparel photography and it add any value to their event that they need you to cover. In fact, it'll turn on you. It'll backfire. It'll be a negative mark on you because you don't specialize in what they want. Imagine going to, your car repair place and you find out that they sell fruit on the other side of the stand. Like, you'll be like, yo, what are y'all? I mean, literally seeing your mechanic wipe oil off his hands and go sell you an apple or go make you some food. What if he was a chef and a mechanic? You'll be like, bruh, it's using your hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what if he literally came like, yeah, your oil needs to be changed, and then you see him in the back of the place making tacos. You like, bruh, what's going on here? You don't want to do that. That's how clients look at you when you do, even though in our minds, it's easy to expose for both. All we doing is following the subject. All we doing is, great composition, good lighting. Like, to us, it's the same. To those who are looking to purchase, you want somebody as niche as possible. That's why if you have a BMW, you're willing to pay a whole lot more to get it serviced by a BMW mechanic than a regular mechanic. You'll pay twice as much to go back to the dealership because you know what you're getting. Be that dealership for what they want, so that you can charge up here and do 2 jobs a week instead of charging what the regular mechanic got to charge and get 1 job a week. When you go to the dealership, you don't even try to bring parts. You don't even go by AutoZone. You let them, they get their own parts. So they make money off the parts. They make money off the service. When you go to your homeboy mechanic, you trying to buy parts from AutoZone. You trying to do everything. You trying to cut the cost, and you still like, I don't know. When you go back to the BMW dealership, you don't care. What's the price? It's done right. Here you go. That's why usually if I ever have an accident or something, if I ever got to get body work done and my insurance company's paying for it, I'm not going to them rinky-dink collision shops they trying to send me to. I'm going back to the dealership. If I ain't got to pay for it, I'm going to the dealership. It's getting done right the first time. I'm not about to have some bad paint. So think about it. Somebody said Home Depot sell beer. Well, they just going after their target audience. If you there, who go to Home Depot? Older men go to Home Depot. They just sell into their target audience. It's just like when you watch football, it's truck commercials and beer commercials. Mike. Wait, that's 3 mics. It's 4 mics. Mike. Love what you're doing. Just saying, don't ever stop. You're helping someone so much. Hey, man, I like the fact that I'm helping y'all, man. I appreciate it. I got a lot of, if you've seen the video where I said I need help and I asked people to send in testimonials, I got a lot of good testimonials. So please make sure y'all send in more, because I'm going to start adding them to the end of each video. It won't be live videos, but each video that I come out with. So something to think about. When's Ty the Grill Master course dropping? Somebody asked me to talk about grilling on my live. I'm like, they don't want to see that. Unless I got a camera, I don't know when the grill course coming. I'm trying to make sure I get everything. Make sure I get everything on the Masterclass. In my early days, I had a broke rapper post their video with invoice pending on it. Hey man, if they willing to post a video with invoice pending, I would be riding them, bro. I'm gonna drag you. I'm gonna drag you for that one. So something to think about. Okay, story to record in the house. Man. So it's just, a lot of people, some mechanics won't touch your parts if you bring them because they make money off parts. Fun Film. When is your relationship master course coming out? Hey man, that'll be dropping out soon. We can chop that up any day. That's gonna be a podcast for another day. Should I sell beer? You can sell beer, Fun Film. You can definitely sell beer. Hypothetically speaking, when having separate sites, would the names need to be completely different, or can it be like the One Art Chick Weddings or the One Art Chick Studios? Okay, that's a great question. Yes, it can be like that, because I used to have Flash Film Media, Flash Film Academy. Now, you want to make sure when people see your name, somebody got a motorcycle going through here, but you want to make sure that when people see your name, they understand what you do immediately. So that One Chick Weddings makes sense. That One Chick Media covers a broad range of things, but it works if you're dealing with companies and businesses. They get it. Somebody for a wedding may be like, I don't know. And I'm going to tell you how I learned that, because I started with Flash Film Media doing weddings, and I was getting no love. And as soon as I changed media to weddings, I went from the colors black and red to black and like pink, took off, started booking deals. Michael Miggs, Super Chat Hall of Famer, he said, I have your sales proposal template and email sequence. I don't know much about how to write proposals and such. Will Masterclass cover this? I'm lost. Yes, Masterclass will have samples of proposals. In the meantime, I like to use Proposalify. That's my go-to. That's my joint. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm not just throwing a brand out there. If you go to my gear, if you click on a link to my gear or go to Flash Film Academy and click on gear list, it's a link where you save, I think, 10%. But I like Proposalify because people can sign their proposals online. That's not the key thing. The key thing is I can see when they view the proposal, right? It notifies me. It notifies me what page they're on, what they're looking at, what they have a problem with, where their mouse is, everything. So guess what? When they're looking at my proposal that I sent over yesterday and they got it up in front of them, I can call them and say, hey, I'm just randomly checking to see if you had a chance to look at the proposal. Oh, I got it open in front of me right now. Perfect. Gosh, that's great timing. Man, I couldn't have been better. How would I know? Man, that's great. So you want to talk about everything? Like, you have any questions about? And that's how I usually get them. Answer their questions right then and there, break stuff down, talk about it, close the deal. They sign it right there. I send out invoices, I close it. So that's how I usually do it, and that's what works for me. Creative Reflections, good looking out on the super chat. I want to add a videographer later. If my niches are the same for photographers, I will add a separate website for video. Nope. If your niche for your photography and videography is the same niche, you can have one website. Which CMS do you use? I used to use Honeybook. I like Honeybook, but I like to do it separately with Proposalify and Square. That's just me. I don't like to have all my eggs in one basket. Starting out, Tave and Honeybook is perfect. But I just like to do things differently. That's just me. It makes it a little more complicated for me, but that's just me. Plus, I have people that I hire, and if I have multiple systems, I don't have to give one person access to everything. Uh-oh, I'm hitting stuff. I can give somebody access to proposals, somebody access to sending out invoices, somebody access to upload. I don't have to give somebody access to everything, and I wake up one morning and my card's getting declined for a stick of bubble gum or whatever. Somebody say, take a drink of that hot Coke. It's still cold, man. So multiple business names can be under one LLC. You can get what's called a DBA, doing business as. Story to record, my guy. Got my first contract with assisted living facility yesterday. When the lockdown ends, I'll be up there. Thanks for everything, Ty. Love it. Hey, story to record. I'm gonna tell you, this guy's great. I did some consulting work with him. Great guy. Had a chance to hear the ideas and work with him and getting everything going. And look at that, he got his first contract. Everybody give it up for him getting his first contract. There's a book that I have listed. I forgot the name of it off the top of my head. It's called The $100 Startup. And in the $100 Startup, it talks about getting your first $1.86. Like he sold something and he made his first sale and he called it his first $1.86. And he was like, man, it's amazing the feeling you get when you get your first $1.86. So when you start putting your brand together and you close that big deal, you like, gosh, this feels great. This is what it feels like. It's a great feeling. And it's just the beginning. It's a great feeling. I want to say that your teachings are not forgettable, which helps because I started watching you and I felt unable to get out and do dark times. But when I started feeling better, I started remembering. man, I just like to have conversations with people. I like to just chop it up. This is just what I love to do, man. It's me. I've had a camera in my hand since I can remember. So that's just what I love to do. I'm just glad to be able. I'm glad somebody appreciated it. Trust me. Did you have fear of failure when you started? Mr. B asks. Man, I was scared to death. I was scared to death when I first started. What do you mean? Bro, I didn't jump out here. I wasn't 21 with just me. I had kids, man. I had bills and car notes, and it was float or sink. It was float or drown, not even sink. So I was scared to death. And then I walked away from a $70,000 a year job that was cush. It was cake. It was doing nothing. It was playing solitaire on my computer 3 days out of the week. I was working at Dell. I walked away from a cush job to go out and chase my dream of being my own boss. And it was scary. Heck yeah, it was scary. It was scary times. It's always scary. Being in business is always scary. AT&T, it's some guy at AT&T that's still scared right now. It's like, gosh, so it's always scary, but you learn how to embrace that fear. That fear motivates you. It drives, because when you win, you feel invincible. Like, you go from being scared to y'all don't want this. I can't tell you how many times I hung up the phone, closing the sale, and I'm just screaming. I'm just like, that's what I'm talking about, boy. They don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just pumped. Like, it's a high for me. I feel like I can sell water to a whale. I can sell ice in Alaska. Like, I feel like, but that's the high to the low of being scared. And I know how you're going to eat this month. And then you start to know how to prepare for the lows so that your highs are more, and you learn how to prepare for the lows, and you learn how to compound your highs and prepare, you know what I'm saying? So your lows stop being as low and your highs stop being less frequent. They become more frequent if you pay attention. So that's just business though. Like, that's the thrill of it. It's like a motorcycle. You ever rode a motorcycle? A motorcycle act like it don't want you on it. It's like a rodeo. It's like being in a rodeo a little bit. But a motorcycle, like, you addicted to the speed, like you love it, but you can be gone in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? But you love it. So business is like that. Like, you got to be built for it. You got to be built for it. What's good, Ty? Do you take back your company polos after each shoot, dry clean them, or do you let the contractor keep them for next time? I like to work with the same people, so I let them keep them until next time. I'm cool with it. Is it a good option to hire someone for the business side? Yes. If you're not good at it, bring it, but learn your business side, right? Somebody can't go to a job and gyp you on shooting images. I mean, they can bring back crap images, but you'll know it instantly. If you don't understand your business side, you can be getting robbed while thinking you're making a profit. It happens a lot, more than you know. So learn the business side. Michael Migos, Super Chat Hall of Famer, level 2. He says, do you send clients all the contracts that's applicable to the job, even when it's multiple ones, video production, license, real estate? Okay, I usually compile them on one proposal file template so that they can just digitally sign it once and get it. You can send them all 3, but depending on the client, and sometimes, believe it or not, in businesses, I get a lot of clients who aren't as tech savvy, so they don't want to go through all of the paperwork. They don't want to handle a lot. So to simplify it, I give them one click to do it. It's just like when you download an app and you go through terms and conditions, you may have 12 pages you're skimming through. And you just like, accept, whatever. So I make sure that I make it as easy as possible for them. You want to make it as easy as possible for them. And just something to, you want to make people who are spending money, you want to make it as easy as possible for them to spend money with you. If they got to jump through hoops and give you money, you're going to lose people, especially in that process, right? It's crazy enough that they got to find you, learn about you, see if you're a good fit. Once they make the decision, I want it to be I want it to be, sometimes you're in the mood to just spend money, right? You're in the mood to just shop. You like, kids, get whatever you want. Like, sometimes you go to McDonald's and you like supersize it. Yeah, I'm taking an apple pie. Yeah, I want the ice cream. Yeah, I want extra napkin. Sometimes you feel like that. If somebody put a barrier in the way and you got to jump through hoops to think about that apple pie, they'll lose you. You're like, yeah, I want an apple pie. Well, do you want an apple pie? You want it cut in half? Do you want it's just 79 cents? You're like, what? Don't worry about it. You want to make people continue with the sales, the flow of sales. Make it easy for them. Don't make them jump through hoops. How do I get actors? Great question. I get actors by joining a lot of acting groups on Facebook, and I've developed relationship with actors throughout time. And I got certain go-to actors I go to. But join your local. It's a lot of local talent that's looking for something. A lot of them will shoot for free just to get a reel, just to get out there. And once you get them, and you're like, okay, I like this guy. He's good. I'm going to use him. When I was working at TGI Fridays, there were people that I used over and over again. And even when I shot my personal movies, I'd hire them to shoot my movies. In fact, what I would do is when I shot films, anybody that was willing to work with me on a film for free, you're the first person I'm calling with a paid gig. And I've had people work on TGI Fridays training material that ended up on national commercials simply because they was in a film or something I had, or I can rock with them. I know they'll be there. They just like, bet, let's go. So, Fun Film says, sometimes I'm on the mood of buying super chats. Let Fun Film keep buying super chats. He's in the Hall of Fame too. He's a level 2 Hall of Famer. So it's just something to think about. Story to record. Oh yeah, you said you need to set up one. Story to record, we talked about 3 or 4 times. We talked a lot of times. Is Instagram a good way to gain clients by building your brand? Let me drink to this one so I can tell you how it's not. Because if I don't, Fun Film is going to tell me to take a drink. Instagram is not a way to build clients. It's a way to have proof of what you can do in case a client wants to do some digging. But it's not, Fun Film say you want level 3, but it's not a way to build clientele, right? So I tell people all the time, Instagram has one purpose and one purpose only. It's to stunt. It's a stunting website, period. Here, look at me, look at me, look at me. People don't go on Instagram searching for things. You just see something in your feed and you like it. You know of somebody you just follow them. You don't go on there looking for content creators. You just don't. You just happen to stumble across something and you follow it. But it's not a place you go to search. So it's difficult to gain clientele off of it. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just difficult to do. So I don't put a lot of time and effort in the gram. I just don't. I personally developed my gram because I have multiple platforms. Because let's say one day I wake up and YouTube is like, we don't like what you said, delete it. Well, if everybody's following me on YouTube, how can where my people go? They gone. They can never find me again. Now I got to start a new channel and hope they find me, where if I have multiple platforms, I can keep people informed in multiple ways. Fun Film, you close to that level 3, man. Good looking out on the super chat. He said, I got so many questions that may take away my super chats. Go for it. Story to record said, believe me, I'm coming back for more consulting. There's nothing like it, for real. Hey man, we had a chance to really chop it up, and really with the consultants, I get to dissect some stuff that, it's different for people in different areas. Let me get that graphic up here. It's different for people in different areas with different ideas. And sometimes when we can sit down and chop it up and look at exactly what you're doing, we can come up with a solution that fits you. So, it's dope. IG is for 2-bit models. You do got a point there. IG is for models. DeMarcus Billups said, you pay for napkins? No, but I might if I'm on a roll. It's like being at a craps table. It's like being at a casino and you on a roll. Story to record says, tons of solutions, bro. That's what it's about, solutions, man. So that's how you show value, right? That solution is a way you show value. Let's get back on that. Perfect. Solution is a way to show why you're worth the price, right? The solution that you offer to the client is another way to show value. Show value. When do we get 40% to ultimate contract pack? I think that's gone. We got 30%. 30% the ultimate contract pack. Let me post that on the screen for you. Boom. That one chick, that one art chick. Do you offer job shadowing? Currently, I don't. or where are you located? Are you located? Currently, I don't. As I shoot more on the member section, I post a whole lot more behind the scenes videos of being on shoots. IG is for booty photographers. You're right. I don't got that graphic. Oh man, I wish I had that. I should have loaded that graphic. Booty photographers. Hold on, I'm gonna pull that up just for you. Whoever posted that. Where's my there we go. Let me add that to the repertoire there. For my IGers. Hold up. There we go. Okay, we in the house. So something to think about. Do you think it's a good idea to use your name as your company when you start off? If you expect to work with your friends, nope. Never use your name. Never, ever. Everybody that's a diehard follower of this channel know I am so against that. It's not even funny. Never, ever use your name. Reason being is at some point you're not going to show up with the camera. Somebody got to show up for you. Something may happen. You may slip and fall. You may twist the ankle. You may not be able to get to a job. You can send somebody in a Polo. Boom, bang, pow. They can show up and do the job. You never, ever want to use your name. Andre Woods, kind of off topic, but why again should you not give raw footage? Wait. Oh, I know not to, but someone asked me and I forgot why. Great question. Okay. The reason why you should never give raw footage. You should never give raw footage or raw images to a client. First and foremost, if you ever have an issue about who created the footage, your raw footage will win 1,000% of the time. That's one. Two, you're missing out on money if the client wants to get things re-edited. They got to come back to you to get things re-edited. When you go to a restaurant, you order a pizza, they're not going to bring out the bag of flour or what's left in the flour and the rest of the salami that they use to make your pizza. They're only going to give you what you asked for. They're not going to give you the rest of the pineapple. If you go to a bar and order a drink, they're not giving you the whole bottle. They're going to pour what you paid for. They're going to open up a can of Coke, pour half of that in, and they're going to give you the glass. Now, some are nice and they give you the rest of the Red Bull or whatever, but for the most part, they don't. Keep your raw footage. One, it'll give you future clients will come back and possibly order different edits from you. If not, they're going to get it done from their cousin on their iPhone. Two, it shows that you created it. So if you ever got a licensing issue, you ever got to go to court, you ever got to fight for it, if you show up with a RAW, they show up with a JPEG, game over. Those are the two main reasons. Three, if you're going to get my RAW files, you're going to pay for them, and it's going to be a whole lot. So it's something to think about. I used to be stationed in North Carolina at Fort Bragg for the longest. Instagram is good for working with broke rappers. Yep. Fun film. Just to follow that one art chick, odd numbers amounts. CRP Media, good looking out of the super chat. Fun film, level 2, almost level 3, super chat. Good looking out. Ty, shout out to Dallas. I'm in Houston building a commercial fashion portfolio. Obviously not building, he said not the market here for it. What related commercial work could you advise to pay bills in the meanwhile? Apparel, doing product apparel. Go to product apparel. Elijah is a level 4 super chat. He's a level 4 super chat. He has the record for the highest super chat ever. So he get that recognition for a minute. Everybody put your dollar signs in the room. He says, I got all video gigs from Facebook and LinkedIn. I've never had to run ads or approach people. That's dope. LinkedIn is becoming a new spot. It's expensive though. It needs to be a little more research. It's expensive to get going on LinkedIn ad wise. However, if you got a network, you can't beat a network. Nothing beats word of mouth. Nothing beats network, especially if you're known for doing quality work at quality prices. You don't want your word of mouth to be, hey, you need a cheap guy. You need somebody to come shoot this for cheap. I don't want that type of word of mouth. But yes, Super Chat Saturday Fun Film say, if this is the case, I'm going to change Thursday to Saturday. Fort Bragg, home of 82nd Airborne. Yep. I was Special Operations Command, though. I was MESOC, or it used to be known as Psychological Operations. What's a lot more expensive? 4x or 6x of the gig? Gary, give me a little more information on that question. I want to make sure I get that right. said, I think I'm going live, bro. These lives and audiobooks is priceless info. I'm glad I'm able to help. Man, my goal is to give you what you can't get in the book. It takes experience. I went to a school that's located in Florida that send you the laptop and it was, I'm not gonna say I learned nothing, but it can, like, it was a waste of time. I just want to be real with you. I project a hell of a lot of confidence. How long did it take you before you were confident in the services you offer? Your analogies are dope as hell. Okay. I think I told y'all last live how I got good at analogies. You know, I sat back one day and I looked at the companies I work with, and it was a bunch of big names. And I was like, why am I timid about my ability? I've worked with GE, Google, Walmart. Like, what? Like, why am I scared to go in here and say I'm offering you something that's worth what I'm talking about? So it took me. Remember I told you, like, when you close sales, you amped. Like, sometimes you look back and be like, okay, this year I did what? I made that on my own without a job, without help, like, as a made man. Like, you feel proud about being self-made a little bit. Not cocky, you just proud. You know what I'm saying? You're proud I look at it like I make a living with a camera in a world full of cameras. I gotta be a little bit of a badass. Like, I gotta be a little dope at this. And you do too, right? You do too. You make a living in a world full of cameras with a camera. You're special. You gotta feel that. Well, you gotta know it. Your ability to tell a story is as important as the people who wrote the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to feel that way. You are a storyteller. You are a documenter of history with your camera. That's what you need to say to yourself when you look in the mirror. You are a historian. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are that. So walk in a room like that. Walk in a room like that. Your content, what you record, will outlive you. It's bigger than you. Your content is bigger than you. People are going to watch your footage long after you're gone and know about it. CRP Media says that the ebook End of Jobs is on point. Yes, if you listen to End of Jobs, get the audiobook if possible, because the author narrates it and he goes off subject. He goes off script a lot. And there's stuff that's not in the text version, that's in the audio version, where he like, whoa, hold up. I know I wrote this, but let me also tell you this, this, and this, and let's get back on subject. Let's get back on the script, and it's dope. It's dope. That's why I love audiobooks, especially if they're narrated by the actual author. We're looking out on the super chat. Is it Ether Super Chat Saturdays? Hey, man, don't make me start doing this Saturday thing. Y'all talking about Super Chat Saturday. How much do you charge for raw footage? Is it a percentage or a multiple of the gig? It's usually a lot. It's usually starting at it's more than a percentage of the gig. It's usually the double the price of the gig. He said, hold up, you can't just slip in. You work for PsyOps for the military. That's a story. Maybe I'll put that on Ty's Tale. Member section, if you go to Ty's Tale, you know how we keep it real and raw in there. Yeah. Gene. Yeah, I went to that school that's down in Florida that send you the laptop. It costs an arm and a leg. If I can do it again, I would have got a Porsche or something. Also realizing there is literally a audience for everything. You just got to go for it. Fail fast. Yep. You got to fail fast, figure it out. Find out what you want to do. Fail fast, fail forward, figure it out. Right? Good running backs aren't running backs that always break for 80-yard runs. They're the ones that fall forward. Every time they touch the ball, they can get tripped up to the line of scrimmage. They get in 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards. They may not be the greatest running back ever. They may not juke nobody. They may not out-fake nobody. They just happen to fall forward. So you fall forward. Be that type of running back. My wife and I both do video and photography. Pause. Let me pause at that real quick. Because you, my friend, is a lucky brother They need to start a content creation dating site. I wish. So let me say that you winning off rip. Let's get there. Tell her I said it. My wife and I both do video and photography. We just changed our company name. Should we include personal projects on our website or keep it separate? Keep it completely separate. Because somebody that's there, depending on what your niche is. Now, if your niche is portraits and you got pictures of your family, that works. But don't let it be nothing business related and you got pictures of video of your dog running around. They don't care. In your mind, you're showing your ability to expose and composition, and they don't care about that. I lost a job one time years ago because a client wanted a picture of somebody, a video of somebody knocking on the door, and I didn't have that exact thing in my portfolio. I was like, what? And they were paying like $3,000. We just need video of somebody knocking on the door and somebody opening it. That's it. I was like, what? I'm like, well, we just didn't feel like you had enough footage of people knocking on doors. I'm like, are you serious? True story. Fun Film said, I think I need to be level 3 since I started 2 trends now, tax and Super Chat Saturdays. Yes, but because of those 2 trends, Fun Film, you're level 2. 2 trends, you got to start a 3rd trend, and then we put you level 3. Ty, you the Gary V. Changed my life. Thanks, bro. Changed my mindset. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Gary V is my guy. I love to sit in the room with Gary V. He's my guy, man. I love that guy a lot. I like his mindset. I'm glad I found your channel. As a complete newbie, learning the business is key. Your work helps me so much. Can't wait for the masterclass. Business is everything, right? You know how they say audio is 51% of video? Business is 90% of photography and videography. It just is what it is. Every company needs you. Think about that. When you ride past, listen, this is what I used to do. True story. I would get in the car and I would drive somewhere and I would ride past businesses and I would think of ways that video could help their business. I would think of ways that photography and media or having a social media presence can help their business. That's what I would think about. I don't care if it was a plumber. It can be a muffler shop. I don't care what it is. Like, I'm thinking like, how can I help your business, right? If you sell popcorn, how can I help your business? There is a way for me to help your business, and that's what I think about. And one day it dawned on me that every single business I passed, video helped their business, period. CRP Media, good looking out on the Super Chat. So what level do I get for winning the Super Chat Showdown? You get moved up, you get bumped up a level. Ty did Fun Film wrong. Fun Film, you're level 3 because you use just your 3rd emoji, 2nd emoji for the day. Fun Film, Fun Film said he fell in fast with the 555.5. Fun Film, you are now level 6. Fun Film just moved up to 6 levels because he just presented a color super chat that I don't think I've ever seen before. So Fun Film, you're now a level 6 honorary super gold member, level 6. Everybody I don't want everybody to post 6s. Let's change it to 7s. Everybody post your 7s in the chat for Fun Film, who is now a level 7 member. Ty, I started filming weddings 2 months ago, but COVID demand has seemed to drop drastically. Should I change to corporate promotional video creation, or has that demand decreased as well? Everything is decreasing across the board. But remember, don't listen. Listen to this. All y'all, everybody, listen to this. Take your pen and your paper. Listen, don't change your niche. Your niche, change how you approach it, right? So weddings is down. Who in your area is offering to live stream weddings right now? Who? I guarantee you it's not a lot. I guarantee you it's not a whole lot that's saying, yo, you don't want to cancel your wedding? Let us live stream it to your family on Facebook. Change the way you do business. Don't change the business. Change the way you do business. Give me a second. Let me, my iPad's dying on me and I need it. So, you know, if everybody want to lose weight, Coca-Cola never said we're going to stop making Coca-Cola. They said we're just going to come out with a Diet Coke. That ain't enough. We're going to give you Coke Zero. That ain't enough. We give you caffeine free. We're not going to stop making Coke. We're just going to give you a different kind of Coke. That's how you need to look at it. Post those 7s for Fun Film. Give him some more 7s. He need more 7s, man. Appreciate that. Our personal projects are ideas we're working on, collaborating with others. Now, it depends If those personal projects, this is back to the question, husband and wife, if those personal projects fall in line with your niche, yes. If it's not, if people can only look at it and take away video quality from it, or the fact that, it's shot well, it will not help your client base. They're not thinkers like that. Oh snap, we got another level 7 CRP Media with the 5556. So you got to be level 8 because you outdid Fun Films by 1 cent. So CRP Media just got more business going to shoot some off-niche content I got from a client I did work for before. So CRP Media is now a level 8. So please post your 8s in the room for CRP Media with the $55.56 super chat, which is now the highest of super chat Saturday, the highest of the day. So definitely. My clients are mainly my ethnic group or community. They don't pay much, finding it hard to break out because most of my reels present that group put off potential new clients. So go out and shoot some stuff for free for every color. Go out and you're gonna have to apply yourself. You gotta not apply yourself, but you gotta go outside of what's coming to you and apply your brand to a different group of people, right? I shot my first Indian wedding for free because I wanted to get into Indian weddings because Indian weddings last a week and they're usually beautiful, right? It was difficult for me to get into that market, but when I did, I started getting more. Somebody said the price is wrong, Bob. So when I started doing that, I had to go and shoot one for free. I had to go tap on somebody like, hey, anybody know somebody? I had to use my resources of Facebook, and I had to go shoot for free. I had to find a way to do it. So you may have to go shoot some stuff for free to build up that client base. And then look, let's be real. Let's be really, really real, right? When you look at your brand, right? Do it appeal to everybody or does it appeal to just your ethnic group? When you went to Flash Film Academy, I don't want you to know what color guy is behind it. You don't see my picture on Flash Film Media. You just see Ty. You don't see my picture on it. Why? Because there was a time where using Ty and my picture, I felt like slowed my business down a little bit. So I removed it. I did some other things. I can't really say that it's the reason it climbed, but that's just the world we live in. Hopefully things will change, but there's plenty of times where I show up. I got guys that work with me that, show up in uniform and I'm a black guy, they're a white guy. And the client will go up to them like, Ty, it was great talking to you. I'm glad you're here. And he's like, yo, that's Ty over there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm Ty. What's up, bruh? Like, and they're like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. But, you want to carry yourself and you want to make sure your brand is universally loved across. I like to work with everybody. I'm cool with it, but you want to make sure that you do things so that your brand is universal. There are times where you can go and see, you can look at some video production company websites and be like, I know exactly who owns this, and that's not good. When do you stop doing stuff for free? I never stopped doing stuff for free. If Jay-Z said, follow me with a camera for 20 minutes, I'm going to go do it for free. In fact, I'm going to pay to fly wherever he is so that I can get that content for free because it's going to benefit me and my brand. I don't stop doing stuff for free. If you said, no, Fun Film, I give you're right. My first name is technically Tyrone, right? That's an instant nah. And I learned that being younger, submitting resumes. I'd submit a resume as Ty, submit a resume as Tyrone. Ty would get called back 90% of the time. They wouldn't know that my full name is Tyrone until we did tax information. And by the end, I got the job. So, and that's just living. That's just growing up, learning. And it's just what I went through. I wish I can tell you it was different, but that's just the harsh reality of, being a black man. It is what it is. Uh-oh, that one art chick, she says, now I'm the highest. Better be on somebody's damn level now. You're now a level 9 super chatter and you're the reigning champion of Super Chat Saturday. Even though Fun Film created it, he didn't hold the title long. He got defeated twice by CRP, and now that one art chick, and she came off the odd numbers to do even. So she's what, a level 8, I said? A level 9. We're giving her a level 9 just because I like her. Everybody, please post your 9s in the room for that one art chick. Please post them. Let's post them 9s in the room. He said we went from 35 to 40 clients by now to about 12 this year. Definitely had to do things differently. We did a graduation shoot. We had the entire school to ourselves. Let's talk live streaming now. You got to gear up. If you video production, you cover any events, you got to move towards live streaming. Give me a few more 9s, y'all. Few more 9s. Let's show this love. That one art chick, you posted 9s. I'm new to the USA. Do you need insurance? In addition to an LLC, thanks to CRP and Fun Film, now I feel bad for my $5 super chat. Don't feel bad for your $5 super chat, bro. Don't feel bad for your $5 super chat. Let's start there. All super chats matter. Fun Film will love that. All super chats matter. So let's say that for instance, for sure. You don't need insurance to get started. There are different insurances for different things. If you want to secure your gear, I would get it covered under your renter's or homeowner's insurance. If you want to secure, if you're doing an event, and it depends what type of photography and videography you're doing, you want to make sure that if somebody trip over a cord or cable and don't break their neck and try to sue you, there is event insurance by a company called Act Insurance that I usually purchase per event, and I allow the client to add it as an additional fee, right? As an additional a la carte item, because they usually want to be on the policy because they want to make sure they don't get sued. So a lot of places demand that you have a $2 million policy, which is not that expensive, $35 for a weekend. So that's 3 days. And I charge clients $100 for it. So that covers the insurance part of it. What gear should you start off with for live streaming? I don't have a clue what's good. Okay. If you've watched this channel, if you're not, you know my favorite piece of gear in all of video production. Can anybody guess what my favorite one tool in all of video production is? Sling Studio. Start off with Sling Studio. Good looking out, Fun Film, for the $5 super chat. Hey, it's all loved and appreciated. $5. He said, I hope everyone remembers me when I'm called Fuzzy Riot. Nope. If you log into that name, we're going to be like, who is this guy? The one art chick said, I'm paying towards my job shadow. Number 9. Somebody said, my wallet flying, Ryan. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Sling Studio is my favorite. If they pay me enough, I get like one of them costumes and I just like dance in it. I like spin the sign. Sling Studio is the truth. It is thetruth.com. It is, I just love it. It's the truth. I love Sling Studio. I got nothing bad to say about it. I'm shooting a wedding in 2 weeks, 15 people maximum. The venue asks for liability insurance, typical or COVID related. Recommendation on insurance. Act Insurance will cover you for the event. Act Insurance will cover you for the event. So something to think about. Will Sling work off all Wi-Fi? What if the connection isn't good? So Sling provides its own Wi-Fi to its wireless cameras, and it will connect to whatever Wi-Fi you have. If the service isn't good, it's going to be hard to stream with anything. But you can get a hotspot and stream to a hotspot. Or you can plug in directly if you got the adapter. You can plug in directly. So that's what I did. I switched from, because I was streaming with Wi-Fi, even though I got a gigabyte internet. But I did all hardwire so I can make sure I keep this solid connection. Super solid connection. So, man, we've been on here an hour and 23 minutes. Time flies when you're having fun. Fun Film, you have to pay all these taxes all over again, bro. Every Saturday, Fun Film. I'm going to expect you every Saturday. Every Saturday, Fun Film. You got to keep your status weekly. To keep your level. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Real quick, one more time, if you have Spotify, because it's currently on Spotify, I want to make sure you guys know the name of the podcast. It's going to be everywhere soon. It's called Flash Film Academy's podcast about content and cash. Because I want you guys to get that bag. every Saturday at Fun Film. Man, I'm gonna stream directly to Fun Film every Saturday. It's gonna be direct to his like front window. Who's Fuzzy Riot? We need to see taxes. Yeah, Fuzzy Riot. I'm gonna need to see Fuzzy Riot taxes. So that's something to think about. Insurance is, with the COVID. I mean, listen, look at it like this, right? That should be a selling feature. Fun Film with another 50 piece. He said, fine, please add this to my last one. Fun Film, you're now, if I combine everything, you're now a level 10 Super Chat Saturday champion. Please put those 10s in the room. Please put those 10s in the room. That one art chick says, will businesses allow you to use their internet connection for Sling Studio, or is it tacky? No, if they want live streaming, they'll let you use their internet. Put those 10s in the room. Give it up for our first double-digit level Super Chat Saturday inductee into the Super Chat Hall of Fame. Fun Film. Fun Film is one of the first to ever have two burgundy Super Chats on the screen at the same time. So he is now our first double-digit. Yeah, post them goats. He is now our first double-digit Super Chat inductee of the year. His name is Fun Film. He shoot fun films. That one art chick, Fun Film trying to test me. Oh, Fun Film brought the big guns. Please post your goats in the room. If you have a goat emoji, please post your goat emoji in the room. Definitely give it up. That one art chick, don't you dare. Yeah. For anyone who spend their complete rent amount, you have access to sleep on my couch if needed. You have access to sleep on my couch. Anyone that's willing to blow their rent amount. Smitty Vibe Photography. If clients reach out to you via email and they tell you everything you want, do you still get them on the phone or do you send them a proposal? I still get them on the phone, right? Them knowing that I'm a real person that care, that wants to offer a solution. Listen, when I get your email, it allows me to dig deep so I can ask multiple, hey, I didn't think about that questions, right? Because that's the goal, is to make you think about something you didn't think about. Hey, I got all your information. I see you need a commercial. You're looking for training. And you said you got 4 training sessions that are an hour long. But do you need these trainings in multiple languages? Because we can do voiceovers in multiple languages. I didn't think about that. That's what I want to happen when I contact them, because that'll help me close the deal. One, it'll help me close the deal because they understand that I've done this before. I'm an expert at doing this, and I can help them take whatever their idea is to the next level. That's worth whatever I'm charging. So, it's the equivalent of going to your doctor for foot pain and your doctor like, yo, or back pain and your doctor like, yo, it's your foot. Huh? Your foot is why. We got a Super Chat war. Good looking out on the Super Chat CRP Media of the $2 that was rubbed off to be $9,999. But that one art chick, she says, plow down, take that Fun Film. That one art chick has hit us with an astounding $61.29 Super Chat, which now makes her the new GOAT. She's the new GOAT now. So can you put a GOAT, then an X, and then an 11, and then a GOAT? That's a lot of stuff. So just put GOAT 11, because she's level 11 now. She is now the undisputed heavyweight champion. I don't know if I want to say heavyweight. Is that maybe? Okay, but she's now the undisputed Super Chat Saturday champion. And and she was able to knock out Fun Film with an additional $11.29. Fun Film, those two are going head up. Thank you. Push the GOAT X11. It's funny to see all these different kind of emojis. Super goats, yes. Show the goat love. The goat with the, hey, I like that. Mike. The goat with the gold cup next to it. So that's what's up. Man, y'all so much fun. I love y'all. So yeah, so that's how I would normally do that. CRP Media with the 11 go. You're looking out for that super chat. And look, they pumping up fun films. Like, yo, you gonna allow this? You going out like that? You gonna let her do you like that, bro? I should just add to you. Gonna let her? Okay, all right, okay. Man, it's hilarious. So yeah, I still call up clients. I still want them to hear a voice. Listen, it helps sell value, right? We're here talking about how does your brand sell value? Because if they sent you an email, I guarantee you they didn't just send it to you, right? They didn't just send it to you. They sent it to 8 people. And sometimes just your personality, getting them on the phone, asking them more questions will help get you over the edge. You don't schedule a phone call. I just call them. If they send me an email, you're inviting me to call you. Instigating. You're inviting me to call you, right? Fun films say $12. That's all I need. $12, yeah, that about puts you back over the threshold, the total threshold. He's playing smart. He's playing chess, not checkers. Smart man, Fun Film. Give everybody give Fun Film the GOAT X12, please, or GX12. That sounds like a new car. So I usually don't schedule. I'll just call them. If they send me an email, I'll just call them. So that's something to Oh, wait a minute. First of all, Andre Woods, good looking out. At Fun Film, can we get him to do 3 hours? Hey man, y'all keep doing this. I may have to do 3 hours. But that one art chick just upped your money with more. So can you please give her the GOAT X13, the GX13? Creative Reflections, good looking out on the super chat, bro. I do production photography for companies, Instagram. How I go about charging them? Do I have a set price per post? So I will have a set price. So what I like to do for companies that do social media, I like to capture as much as I can at one time. So charge them an hourly rate and see what you can get out of it. Now then you may charge them a separate rate to edit those photos and post them. That's what I would do. Please resurrect my GOAT. Smitty Vibe Photography. Thanks, bro. Thank you. I appreciate your super chat. Okay, last question, Ty. Thank you so much, 100. It's worth it. Is it worth it to go to college for photography and videography? If not, what can be a better compliment for a photography career? Okay, listen. Now, photography and videography when it comes to college and school is it's a little misleading, right? Do you really have to go spend 4 years to understand how to be a photographer? Like to understand how to capture a great image? I don't think so, right? I was in the military. I learned more about it in the military defense school. It took me 62 weeks for photo and video. I learned everything I needed to learn within that time period. And I don't think, though I had some friends that had 4-year degrees in photography and they were phenomenal. There is some value in professionally learning how to be a photographer, right? There is a lot of value in understanding light. But I think you can achieve that same level of quality by investing in courses that teach you about light. A lot of people call themselves photographers. They take a course on how to use a camera. They don't spend money on understanding light. If you spend money and you're around people that help you understand light, then you will be a great photographer. Nobody's teaching the business side. I can't tell you where to go to learn the business side. And that's how we got started, right? That's how I started this, because I couldn't find no help with nothing, right? And even when I went to people for help because my website was so good, they felt threatened. Like, you got it. You really don't need my help. I see you got Walmart on there, bro. What could I teach you? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, you've been doing it for 20 years. I've been doing it for 3. Help a brother out. So, that's what even if you don't go to college route, because I'm just not a fan of it. It's old school. I am a fan of investing in courses to help you understand light. So I used to be a big fan of lynda.com, which is now LinkedIn Learning. They have great courses on understanding light. That's the route I would go over college. That's just me. The debt to income ratio is not there anymore, in my opinion. So it's just something to think about. That one art chick and Fun Film, yeah, they're going head up. We're gonna have a whole pay-per-view section for them to just wrestle it out. I got my money on that one art chick though. She typed like she don't take no junk. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, Fun Film. I'm sorry. Two other guys teach the business side of content creation just like you. I would love to be introduced to those guys so I can work with them. Fun Film say he spent his college money. Well, hey, it could be worse. I mean, some colleges, some places where you spend money to learn new stuff, they put you in debt and they garnish your check. You will never get your check garnished by Flash Film Academy. Still paying off my college degree. Don't do it. Afro Chick Media. I like that name. Yeah, I can't honestly tell you to go into debt to learn how to work a camera. Now, if they were teaching more business stuff, yes. Fun Film said, can we just do online poker room, please? Good looking on your super chat. Fun Film is pushing his way back up to the top. He's trying to get that. He's trying to get that X14. He's trying to get that X14. We may have to do a poker after this. Give you a chance to win your money back. That works. How do you think coronavirus would have affected Flash Film Media if it happened to you in your first year of business? Whew, that's a good question. If it happened to me in my first year of business, I did half off and half on. Like I was working for a company and then doing it on the side until I built up my clientele or things started working and I completely left the company. It would have been rough, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It would have been rough. I probably would have changed how I did some things. But it would have been rough. I would have did more live streaming. Live streaming is the way to go for businesses right now, right? They have to get out information still. It's the way to go. Fun Film said that coronavirus made them do it. I can only say that so many times or YouTube is going to flag me and bury my video. But I would have changed it up and went strictly streaming. I've been looking at the full-time filmmaker course. Any thought on that? Okay. I like those courses. How can I like those courses. They're cool. My favorite courses of all time are and for the price is LinkedIn or Lynda. It's $20 a month, unlimited courses, all you can eat, taught by people who have experience. So that's my favorite course. If I was going to tell you where to spend your money, it'll be LinkedIn. Because not only can you learn, not only can you take a course on video production one day, you can take one on photography the next. You can take one on social media management the next. You can take so much. Wait a minute. Hold up. Michael Miggs, who is one of our Hall of Fame Super Chat alumni, has stepped into the building with a red bubble. And please put the GX15 on there for him. In all seriousness, you've given me so many facts that make the bag here that 15 years of becoming a booty photography man wouldn't give. You've changed my mindset, and this here isn't tax, but thank you. If I didn't hear you, you still be a picture man. If I didn't hear you, I'd still be a picture man. Listen, I don't know what to say, man. Let me start by saying to you and everybody, all my goats, and man, listen, I appreciate y'all, man. I was just bored on a Saturday night and just wanted to get on here and talk and share my thoughts and help people grow. And here I am, blessed with just more super chats than I've ever seen anybody ever get ever. I didn't even think super chat. I didn't even know nothing about super chat until I clicked it on one day. I am personally happy that I can help you and many others grow their business and change how they look at things. Because I'm going to be honest with you. When I started this channel, it was rough. I didn't know who would receive this information well, right? I didn't know, everybody put your X15s in the room for them real quick. I didn't know if this would even help anybody. I thought I'd just be talking to myself. I didn't know that others or as many people suffer with some of the issues that I had as far as growing the business and learning. I just know that I wanted to help people. I was like, somebody got to be going through this, man. So I am happy to have given you guys something that you could actually use. A lot of YouTubers give you stuff like how to change a tire, but my goal is to make sure you can make more money and live better and feed your family better and step away from each video I do feeling like I've given you something, right? That is my goal with every video, every live chat, every video. I want to feel like I've given you something. So I appreciate the fact that many of you have told me that I've given you something. That makes my day. That makes me feel better as a person. It makes me sleep better at night to know that people are benefiting from something that I have a passion about, something that I love talking about. And it's people who are becoming my friends. And I love to see you grow and blossom and bloom and do great things. Fun Film, good looking out in your super chat again. He said, I was a gold member, but now I'm a GOAT member. We need to change the gold to GOAT. You're right. You are a GOAT member. CRP Media, you are a GOAT member too, man. Hey, man, listen, again, before I even move forward, I want to thank you guys for super chats, whether it was 99 cents or $100. Either way, I want to thank you for your super chat. I want to thank you for your support. I want to thank you for watching every video I post and giving it thumbs up before I even finish it. I want to thank you for sharing it. I be seeing some of y'all in some like Facebook groups. Y'all be going hard having my back on stuff. And I want to thank y'all for that, man. It means a lot to me. I'm just happy that you can take it and do something with it, man. I don't want to be one of them YouTubers that's just fluffing you, right? I don't want to be one of them. I figured out how to fly somewhere, but I don't want to be one of them guys that tell you stuff and it don't change your day tomorrow. So I want to make sure I continue to drop the jewels. I want to continue to bring it. I took a second to jump on here because I wanted to get some stuff off my head, off my chest. I ain't gonna keep y'all up too late. Our next live is scheduled for Tuesday at 1 Central Standard Time. The one after that is going to be Thursday at 7 p.m. We may have to start adding Saturdays to the list. Y'all keep on with the Super Chat Saturday. We're going to start adding Saturdays to the list. So, let me make sure I answer all the questions. Brandon Washington, he talks a little bit about the business side. Not as much as you, though. He said, you saved me money I spent. So Fun Film said, I saved the money. You switch to Flashful Media, will save you 15% on business insurance. No. So, hey, man, I'm really happy that everybody can tune in and learn some. CRP Media with another super chat. Please do. Power went out. We need this. I think I don't have anything for the Masterclass. Thanks for Fun Film and that that one art chick. Cool. I'll just push it back. Another 2 months to give y'all guys. No, I'm joking. That one art chick. I think I gave $164.17. So technically you're level 23. You're all right. You are GOAT status. You're a gold status. Gold super chat status. Super chat Saturdays. Y'all about to make this a thing. Y'all keep on with this. Y'all gonna make it a thing. I'm gonna go for 5 hours next time. We're gonna be on live. I'm just gonna do what we do. Any advice on getting clients to shoot for free with no proof that you can shoot? Good looking at Andre Perez said, yeah, it's my vote for Super Chat for Saturday live streams. Any advice on getting clients to shoot? Okay, so that's a little difficult, but it's not impossible, right? It's about the relationship that you build with them. It's about you explaining to them what you're trying to start, what you're starting, how you can use their help. And sometimes you can go in with statistics on what video can do for them, right? This is what I want to do for you. Don't worry about what you get, what I'm getting, but this is what I want to do for you. This video will help you get clients. This video will help your clients be more engaged. Statistics show that 73% of people prefer video over any other form of media, and you don't have any. Do your research on who you're approaching to shoot for free, and approach them with that information. Fun Film said, how much do I need to be on top for the day? Fun Film, you're already on top. You're already the man. It's like a 4-way tie right now. I'm still working out pricing because it's going to be 3 different sections. Imagine if you look at the 5 key steps for creating a portfolio that converts, it's 3 times the size of that. So just so you can know. Fun Film, you said you did start another Super Chat Showdown. You're always in the middle of the Super Chat Showdowns, the bidding wars. I appreciate you for that. I'm going to start doing a contest, like whoever submit the most for a Super Chat during the day, you get a free consultation. That way we'll start doing that one day. That sounds like something that'll be dope. You get a free one-on-one. All right. Just make sure you're not putting yourself in a position where the person you're shooting for free feels like they're doing you a favor by letting you shoot. Big mistake I made. That is correct. That is very correct. So, and listen, you got to practice. If you can't get a client for free, it's going to be hard to get a client to get to pay you for work, right? The work that you've done won't be your key selling feature. Your biggest tool in your bag, listen, the biggest tool in your bag, the biggest number one tool in your bag is your personality, right? If I gave you the same information I gave you, but I was boring or I was belittling, you're supposed to know this. You wouldn't care to watch me, right? The number one thing in your bag is not your camera, it's your personality. So sometimes you may have everything else, but you don't have the personality, right? There's plenty of athletes that have all the talent in the world, but they don't have the personality. To have the talent and the personality makes you special, right? So sometimes you have to have the personality. Smitty Vibe Photography, good looking out on the Super Chat. He says, I'll easily take learning from you, Ty, on a Saturday night over turning up any day. That's correct. I'm with you. CRP Media, I actually started with the 55.56. Okay, CRP putting in his, okay, I'm gonna give you that. You may be right. I'm gonna go back and look and see. You may be right. Fun Film say, are you happy to see me or is it a tool in your bag? I tell my friends all the time, like they like adult clubs or whatever, right? And I'd be like, that girl don't really like you, man. That's great customer service. No, man, she feeling me, man. She looked at me twice. When I put the $1 in there, I said, bro, that's good customer service. That one art chick said, I just spent all my Masterclass money, so can I set up payment arrangements for it? I got you. We're going to offer it through a Rent-A-Center. We're going to offer it through Rent-A-Center payment. No credit needed. Just 2 check stubs and your address, and we're going to just go through the Rent-A-Center. So I'm just keeping it real. On a real tip, you're helping so many. Thanks. CRP Media, good looking out on the Super Chat. Hey, man, listen, if you get a chance to look at that I Need Help video, please send in your testimonials. Please send in your video testimonials. Because I want to include them. Like, I want to, where they're going to be placed is when I show a video, they're going to be at the end of the video. Because I want to show people like, hey, people are actually putting this stuff to work. It's helping people. So, and this is, it ain't like I'm saying, this is regular videos. This is regular YouTube. So my goal is to help as many people as possible. Yeah, we're going to do the Rent-A-Center. We're going to come knock on your door. If we set up a payment arrangement for the course, you in there taking lesson 3, but you ain't made your payment, we're going to be knocking on your door with a big old truck looking for you. So he said, I need to shoot a commercial so I can get ROI on my Super Chats. Man, that's funny. Where and how do you have people e-sign? I use Proposalify. I like Proposalify because it's a one-click e-sign, and people can sign their agreements online, and I can see when they signed it. Then I can shoot them out that young invoice real quick. So, something to think about. All right, it's an hour and 48 minutes. I'm gonna wrap at 2 hours, so that's 12 minutes worth of questions. Just jokes when we get money, looking out on the Super Chat. Just trying to get my Super Chat level over 9,000. All love time. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. Can you e-sign on Honeybook? That's a good question. I believe so. You can click to agree. I don't think it's technically an e-sign. I have to do the research on the difference and how they hold up in court, though. I have to do it because I know e-sign holds up a special way in court that a click to agree may not. Something to think about. He said, I think you need to ask permission to leave. I do need to ask permission. I got So my son and my little cousin, they're over doing they got like a sleepover, and they're like they're in their room, but they're on pins and needles. I'm like, shut up, I'm going live. So they're in that mud like. So at some point I have to release them, or they'll be running in here to get on YouTube if they're not watching, because my son's 5 and he's a super YouTube guy. He's like, how many subscribers you got, Dad? He wants a YouTube channel, and we're going to start him a YouTube channel for kids that want to make videos, because I catch him in his room just recording, and at the end of the video he's like, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. I'm like, what? This guy's like 5, but that's what they do. So CRP, where are you at where the power is down, man? Somebody said tell them to get on live there. Man, if I told them to get on live, they'll be in here wilding out. I already gave them some candy past their bedtime. They'll be in here wilding out. My mother's probably watching too. She probably past her bedtime. She be watching. My family always watch the live, and they usually texting me. Like if something happened, like audio or something, they're like blowing me up. So you'll see me checking my watch. They're usually like blowing me up. Like, yo, I'm getting a lag. I'm getting a delay in Cleveland right now. So it's weird. Ty, as far as video is concerned, do you ever take care of distribution, making your clients videos for your clients, or just creative? I do it all. I'll handle as much of it as you allow me to handle. There's clients where we manage their YouTube channel. We do all of their keyword, all of their thumbnail creation. We go from creating it. We go from topics to showing up to filming it, to editing everything, to uploading. And I mean, it's to the point now where I got clients that don't even need to, like, they don't even want it. They don't care to even see. They like, just upload it. We trust you. Just upload it. And they take direction. Like, sometimes we have clients where we have a subscription-based client. We shoot content for them. And right now I've been pushing clients to create shorter content, right? Because we were creating 8-minute videos. We need a 60-second video. We need a 2-minute video. Because on the YouTube channel, we need to create higher engagement to rank the channel. So we need shorter videos so they can show they're completed. And shorter videos means higher engagement, means content is referred more, right? More people see it. So we went from an 8-minute video to just a 60-second or 2-minute video. Company I work for is closing this Friday. We initially planned on opening up production studio, but now I'm not sure with COVID, big investment. That's rough. I would definitely, like, right now, if you're in video, you gotta look towards live streaming. The chat board look like a Christmas tree. It does. It does. It definitely look like a Christmas tree. How often so how often am I licensing video content for a limited time? Okay. So licensing can be a tool that you can use to lower a price. If a client says, man, look, let's say the video is $2,500 and you're like, our budget is $2,000. Cool. Listen, this is what we'll do. We'll shoot it for you. We'll license it to you for a year. And next year, you can just pay a $500 licensing fee to continue to use the video. Put that in your agreement. That'll get them under budget. And next year, when their budget reopens, because businesses usually have budgets that open every fiscal year, they'll have the money in their budget and they'll redo it, or they'll hire you again to reshoot something different. Or you can keep the raw footage and they say, you know what, we just need to change this one part because Johnny's no longer with the company. We want to take him out and put in Bob and have him say, go to our website, or have him say, we can contact you via text message instead of email now, because that's what we're doing now. So 8-minute videos, 8-minute videos are just rough. Okay, I guess I should ask the question, when do you know when you aren't charging enough? Very simple answer to that, right? Very simple answer. How do you know when you're not charging enough? Easy. When you're not happy to do the job. If I'm not happy, if I'm not excited to show up at your place with my camera, if I'm not singing and dancing, I'm not charging enough. Personally, I'm not charging enough. I don't want nobody turning the bolts on my brakes that ain't happy about the money they getting. Nope. Do not want a guy that's putting my tires on my car that's not happy about the money he's making. I don't want him to be worried about nothing else when he's putting the pressure to that boat. And I got my family in my truck. That's just me. So you'll know when you're charging enough when you're happy to go get that money. When you're just bubbly. When you got to wake up at 2:30 in the morning and you jump out of bed and you're singing. That's when you know you're charging enough. Ty, you should do your meetups at some point. I will. I definitely want to do like I guess you can almost like a mini tour, especially with the podcast. I like to do meetups and do like on-air interviews. So yeah, I definitely will do that at some point. It's just now, it's just, if I go somewhere, it'd be like 3 people. So I just want to, as soon as it grow a little bit. I have boats on your brakes. Yep. I got brakes on my boat too. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I do. I usually do it. I usually do it myself, but sometimes you want people, you want to be happy about going to a job. So that one art chick says you about to start shooting for free. Build your portfolio. We got the course on that. We got the course on that. Talks about how to build a portfolio. That'll hold you over into the Masterclass comes and tell you how to do it. We got to do a meetup in Dallas. Now a Dallas meetup, I'm with. If y'all was in Dallas, I'm with it. That's too easy. I can jump in a whip. So, was there a question I missed real quick? I've watched 45-minute bag reviews on YouTube, an 8-minute video. I mean, yeah, 8-minute video is great sometimes. But the goal for a YouTube channel for a company is to rank higher, right? So to get it to rank higher, if somebody cut out on an 8-minute video and 6 minutes in, it won't rank as high as somebody finishing a 1-minute video because it held your attention. So the goal for a business may not always be to put out 8-minute videos. It may be to put out a lot of short videos so we can rank the channel and then put out 8-minute videos. So it's just a marketing technique that you can use to approach a client that's getting business from YouTube. I have clients that sell and they get business from YouTube. So when is the next GOAT member review? Thursday at 7. If you're a gold member or a GOAT member, which we should probably change it to, if you go in the community tab, there is a place where you can submit your project's reel or website so that we can review them live on air. We're not going to bash them. We ain't going to wild out. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to say, hey, you did this right. This could use some improvement. There you go. Short film contest. I was going to do it. I may not. This master class got me slammed right now. Host a get together. I'll be there, bro. I may do that. When everything starts clearing up, I may do that in Dallas. It'll just be like a hangout event. You say you in Fort Worth. There's a few people that's in the Dallas area. Where are my Dallas people at? Ty, I'm based here in Greenbelt. Is that Maryland? If my memory serves me correctly, I think you said you mentioned before you were stationed out here. Yep, I was at Fort Meade, Maryland. I love Maryland. I love the DMV. Had some good times out there. I love Maryland. It was dope. I had to move back to Detroit. I'm concerned that my business is going to suffer from the move. Afro Chick Media, born and raised in the D, West Side, Plymouth Road, Southfield Freeway. You may have to change up. You may have to change up a lot to survive in Detroit. I'm just gonna be honest with you. There are a lot of mom and pop shops. There's a lot of restaurants that's popping up that could probably use your service. There's a lot of service-based companies in Detroit. A lot of landscaping, tree removals. I would go after those guys. Found your channel by accident, but definitely thankful I did. I'm thankful you did too. I'm glad to help you. You in Plano? Rex on Max? Okay, you up the street. Smitty Vibe Photography said COVID flights are cheap right now. Don't play. I'll come to Dallas. I'm trying to go to Hawaii. Let's have it in Hawaii. No, I'm joking. Garland, Texas, in Dallas. We got a lot of people in Dallas. All right, I'm going to have to do something in Dallas. We got a lot of people in Dallas. At that one art chick, your life's about to change, Flying Ryan says. That's the truth. Sending packages here soon. Flash Film Media. Yeah, there you go. You go post the address. That's the business address. Go there if you want to. Send them packages. Yes, go for it. Just make sure I have my guard dog sniff it out. Make sure it's cool. I would like to have a meetup at a place where we can get dope content, right? Like bring your camera. Let's go film something dope. That's what I would like. Perfectly fine with that. Perfectly fine with that. All right. Come to Memphis. I've been to Memphis once or twice. I need to come there for some barbecue. They got some real barbecue in Memphis. I used to have friends from Memphis. Now, I'm from Memphis. That's how they say it. Oregon, cold, cooler weather. I'll be down for that. Charlotte. We got Charlotte. Where everybody else from? What other cities and states and countries? I've never been to Phoenix. I've been through Phoenix. Question. Can you go into detail a little bit about how you do social media for clients? Like, do you log into their pages and post for them? Okay. Fun film. You did pay for my ticket. You're right. Let's talk about that for a minute, right? Usually I do social media with clients. I do subscription based because we handle the upload and I sell it as an additional feature that we're doing thumbnails. We're doing hashtags. We're doing keyword research, things like that, right? Because clients don't want to, if they're doing social media, they don't want to come up with titles. They don't want to come up with thumbnails. They don't want to come up with hashtags. They just don't want to do it. There's apps that you can get to help you generate those and see what's popping. So as an added feature, when we do social media management, which is an additional fee on top of content creation, and usually I have a subscription package that says, hey, we create this amount of videos per month, this amount of pictures, we post this amount of stuff, one whole package per month. You sign an agreement, you may spend $8,000 a month for a video a week, 3 photos a week. What they do is with most social media accounts, you can add a manager to like a Facebook fan page. You can add an admin that has the ability to manage the account on YouTube, on Facebook, things like that. And I set up that subscription with them. They add me onto their accounts and then I post accordingly. I don't use Fiverr for social media management. That one our chick asks. I don't use them for management. No. I manage it myself or I have someone else manage it. So what I like to do is I like to take on about 5 clients that we do. See, my goal is, my thing I'm pushing is subscription, right? My goal is to have subscription-based clients that we manage their social media and take on a handful of them per month and stay booked, right? That's what's kept me going through in COVID, is having 5 clients that I'm locked in with. We're under contract. We're still growing their social media and we're still working with them every month. I know every 3rd Friday of the month I'm filming for this company and I'm showing up at their location once a month to grab all the footage I need per month. And we do some pre-planning and you know, in November, we're shooting our December ads. In October, we're shooting our November ads, our Black Friday ads, all of that stuff. So it allows me to stay consistent and keep certain clients and manage their social media. Plus, when you start to manage clients' social media, you know, when you manage their social media and they get accustomed to it, they never want to let you go. Now, I did use Fiverr for SEO for SEO for my Squarespace page, which is dope, and Story to Record. He said he used your guy for SEO. That guy's the truth. If you click on my gear section on Flash Film Academy, I got him listed as my preferred Fiverr SEO guy. And there's a guy that I use, or a team that I use, to create my advertising. That's something different than me doing social media. So they create my Google ads, my Facebook ads that I run from my business. And you know, that's the hard part. The social media management is me posting to their page a certain amount of times per month. That's what we handle here. So even if, now let's say, look, a client say, you know what, we like the video you did. We want to set up a campaign. We want to spend the money on budget. Can you do it? Yes, I can do it. I'll just get my guy from Fiverr to create an ad for them, and I would take their budget and I would apply it to that ad myself. Now, the cost to set up that advertisement may be $500, plus maybe a $250 profit margin for me, plus their $500
advertising budget. And that's something that they would pay for, that I would outsource, I'd make a profit off of, and I would have success. So that's something that you can add into later to just, those are a la carte things that you can add to your tag, to your ticket to make more money per customer. Something you would definitely do. And it's just something listen, as a content creator, and we're going to touch on it a lot in the future, you're going to dive over into the idea of being a social media manager. It's going to go hand in hand. Don't let that money fly out the window. You've been posting on Facebook all day, every day, right? It's the same thing for a company. They don't want to have to worry about it. You want the guys who create the content to post the content. So it's just something to think about. You're going to go down that path at some point if you're dealing with businesses, right? If you're shooting video for a hairstylist, we got the video for it. Let's get it in front of people. Let me show you how we can get views on this video. So it's going to help with the subscription side of your content. People are hiring you to create videos for their social media. They're going to realize, whether you teach them or train them or over time, that they need to be consistent for social media to get the best out of social media. And to do that is by putting it in the hands of the creator, who can wake up one day and say, yo, we got footage. Let me just edit something together for you. So it's not much for you to learn. Don't take it as a lot. If you can post to social media right now and you know how to come up with keywords and hashtags, you are 85% there. It's not hard. It's not hard to do. It's not something that's going to require you to go through a lot to understand. They just need somebody to consistently post on their Facebook, their website. If you click on Gear List in the top, I'll post a link here to everything. But if you go to Flash Film Academy, click on Gear List, there you go. I posted in the room. So that's, you say I got an opportunity, but I need to outsource this to a writer. I outsource every writing. I'm not the greatest writer. I outsource every writing. I outsource every piece of writing I possibly can. Writing is not my thing. You've seen me misspell stuff and jack stuff up all the time. Stuff that I know how to spell. I just typed it too fast. I was too excited. I wanted to get it out too quick. So I outsource writing all the time. In fact, on that link, I got a writer that I like to use. So something to think about. With that being said, I'm going to get ready to wrap up. I definitely want to, I don't know who Wendy's Twitter social media manager is, but they're going crazy. I love companies that pop off like that. I love companies that pop off like that. So I'm getting ready to wrap up. It's been 2 hours and 7 minutes. I want to thank you guys for staying up late with me, wherever you are, or staying up early with me, depending on where you are. It's 11:45 here. And I'm going to get ready to wrap. This episode and more will be available on the podcast, which is now currently just available on Spotify. And the name of that podcast, one more again, as they say in the hood, is Flash Film Academy's podcast about content and cash. So, it'll be there. There's going to be some other stuff. We're going to post some other stuff to the podcast as well. So make sure you subscribe to that, and it should be available on Apple and everywhere soon. I'm just waiting for distribution to push out. But again, I want to thank you guys for staying up late with me. All my people on Super Chat Saturday, man, you guys are much appreciated. You guys are much appreciated. Thank you for your support. You could have been at the strip club tonight, but you're here learning something, and that's probably why you're going to be more successful than the other guy that's blowing his money at the strip club. So, I'll let you sleep. Go put your deposit down for your C500. I am scared to buy a camera right now because I know Blackmagic got something coming. I can just feel it. I think they didn't announce it because of COVID, but I feel like it's coming. I don't know for sure. No inside track, but Andre Woods, strip clubs are open in Texas. You just got to wear a mask. So anyway, thank you guys for your support. I'm about to go let the kids run around. I'm going to go play laser tag with them until I pass out. And that'll be my night. So I will see you guys in the next video. Next live chat is going to be Tuesday, 1 Central Standard Time, Thursday, 7. We're doing that every single week. We're going to stick to that every single week, and we just might add a Super Chat Saturday. So y'all be safe. Wear y'all masks when y'all go out. And y'all have a good night. All right? I will see y'all in the next video.